to the Moon, reporting live from the metaverse in the Horizon world, and yeah. Now, I know I keep telling y'all about that big old bull run that's coming and how we finna see some parabolic price spikes at new all-time highs. But yeah, take a look around. You see what's been going on in the market. There's been a lot of turbulence and we had a flash crash. And the word on the street, after all, we've been seeing the blood in the street, but the word on the street is that we could potentially see some more downward action. And while some of you, I don't know how you be handling these situations, but some of you be running out of the market. I don't know why. You can't make this shit up. If something's on sale, what if they got them flat screens? What about them laptops? What about them Jordans? You gonna be running out the store? Nah, you gonna be running in. They gonna be stopping over everybody to get in. But when it comes to crypto, when it comes to digital assets, I don't know. Y'all be getting fudded out. But yeah, that's why I'm here at CryptoInfo_DYOR, imploring each and every single one of y'all to do your research and realize you got the opportunity of a lifetime right now to jump into the crypto space. And guess what? People like Natalie Brunell, she's a Bitcoin enthusiast. She is not being fudded out over what just had happened with this crash. Check out this Fox News clip as Natalie Brunell discusses various Bitcoin topics, including how Bitcoin is saving Argentina, as well as how presidential election is coming up and how a lot of candidates are embracing Bitcoin. And at the end of the day, the moral of the story is Bitcoin and crypto is the best investment option out there. Go ahead and check it out.
Bitcoin hammered overnight. The whole crypto world was smashed, but particularly Bitcoin, because there was a report that Elon Musk has been a big seller. Now, ironically, Twitter, or X, which is owned by Musk, flagged the story on that with a caption that read, "There's no evidence to support the claim that SpaceX sold $373 million in Bitcoin." So was the Journal right? I want to bring in Coin Stories podcast host Natalie Brunell. Natalie, what the heck is going on? I mean, I thought Musk was like the Elon. I mean, the poster boy for crypto, particularly Bitcoin.
Well, I would not be thinking about selling my Bitcoin on this rumor. Obviously, Elon Musk owns X, and you saw that context right there, that there is no evidence suggesting that the company sold, so we really don't know. Right. Now, if they did, it might have been an accounting maneuver because the FASB rules still haven't changed, so it is still prohibitive for a lot of companies to put Bitcoin on the balance sheet because they have to report only the losses. Maybe they didn't sell, but you know what? Bitcoin always moves into stronger hands, so if our hands are stronger than Elon Musk's, I think that's okay.
You never thought he would not be. I thought he's diamond hands all the way, though. You know what's interesting about that, though, is Bitcoin's having a pretty good year. It's sort of a stealth rally, but it's a huge rally. It's still the best performing asset out there this year, isn't it?
That's right. Over 100% up this year. So it was outperforming equities, gold, bonds. You don't see any millennials bragging on TikTok that they bought bonds, right? They're talking about Bitcoin.
Yeah. So that was last night. Yesterday, here's the headline: Bitcoin soars as Argentina. Javier, how do you pronounce it? Milei wins the presidential primary. This is the Bitcoin candidate?
That's right. And, imagine if you're a parent in Argentina and you go to sleep at night and you wake up and your currency has been devalued by almost 20%, which is the reality there. Inflation is over 100% year over year. The peso to the dollar, it's gone down 92%. So people are really struggling. And I think that they resonate with the message that Javier Milei is saying, which is that, you know what, inflation is theft. He's saying the quiet part out loud, and he's really advocating for the working class to be able to take back some of that economic power because they're losing it.
You know what I love about it, too, and it's like El Salvador, they're also saying to the IMF and the World Bank and those kind of folks, hey, you know what, you got us in a twist, you twist us in a knot. We take these loans that are prohibitively expensive. You tether us to these currencies, and then you control them from afar, and we never have control of our fate. That's why Argentina, they have a currency crisis every other year.
Right.
I could see why they would want, an alternative. I would want an alternative. Well, they wake up any given day, you could be down 20% on the peso there.
Right. Bitcoin is a risk-off asset in places like Argentina and Lebanon, where the currency is failing in real time, and Bitcoin has been a life raft.
And it's failing in slow motion here. All right. speaking of politics, is there a presidential candidate that stands out with respect to Bitcoin?
You know, I think it's worth pausing and noting the fact that for the first time in history, there are 4 presidential candidates that have named a digital asset, Bitcoin, and they are advocating for people's freedom to hold it and transact in it. This has never happened before, and now I don't like to put politicians on the pedestal, but that's never happened before in history that we have 4 presidents.
You're not going to tell us who they are?
Presidential candidates naming Bitcoin. Vivek, Suarez, RFK Jr., and DeSantis all saying Bitcoin for freedom.
You got less than a minute to go. I want to ask you about this Gallup poll. This comes out a lot. I always find it intriguing what Americans view as a best long-term investment. Now, traditionally, housing, real estate, you can see is up there. It's coming down strong, huge. Now, there's an alternative one they do that they finally add crypto in there. It gets 4%, which is near bonds. What do you make of that? I mean, has the PR element to this faded? You know, before everyone was talking about Bitcoin, you don't necessarily hear it as much on the street.
Well, first of all, I think that something we talk about in the space a lot is that largely homes have become people's savings accounts. But for young people, it's nearly impossible to get a home. People are being priced out of the market more and more. Even people of all ages with mortgage rates at sky-high rates and a home affordability at 4-decade lows. So people are looking for an alternative. And I think that those numbers actually reflect the fact that not a lot of people understand Bitcoin. But what people do understand is that something is wrong. Yeah. Something is fundamentally broken, and what that is the money. The fix is Bitcoin, and as they start to learn about it, they're going to slowly start to accumulate more and more Bitcoin instead of venting all of their frustrations about the cost of living on social media platforms.
Well, they have to do something about it. But to your point, the way the precipitous drop in real estate, stocks, and mutual funds really underscores, and even bonds underscores the fact that they are looking for something if they just know a little bit more. That's what you're here for.
That's right.
You're the ambassador.
That's right. Well, your show's called Making Money. Bitcoin's about making money better for everybody.
It's killing it this year. And you know, it's so funny. Almost every, I think in the last 10 years, Bitcoin's been number one, like 7 times at least? The number one asset 7 out of the last 10 years?
That's right. The performance speaks for itself.
It really
it's volatile
does.
in the short term, but long term, it's outperformed everything. And it's about economic freedom and really dignity, right? Because your dignity is tied to your self-worth. And I think that everyone deserves the chance to have financial freedom and be able to plan for their future and take care of their families.
Great stuff, Natalie. Great seeing you.
Yeah! Natalie was just spitting straight facts on facts on facts. And it's clear to say that Bitcoin is here to stay. But one of the things I want to highlight that she mentioned is if you're out there using social media to vent or push out your frustrations because of finances, yeah, now is not the time to do that. Now is the time to DYOR. You got the opportunity right now to escape the struggles that you're going through. You could DCA your way to financial freedom, but you ain't gonna know that if you don't DYOR. Do your own research. This is Biz to the Moon Report live from the metaverse. I'm finna see you soon.
Because I can't function anymore. Financially, I don't understand anymore. I don't understand how I make $34 an hour and I can't function. I can't function. I can't pay my bills. I can't even literally keep gas in my car to get to work 3 days a week.
I know life
because I can't
is
afford
tough.
it.
I know you got a battle